We're in Brunswick County, Virginia, and spring is in full swing. And so are the bees, bugs, mosquitoes, and gnats. Today we're gonna be taking a look at something to combat all that mess, a screened-in porch. So let's get in there and make it happen, Captain. All right, first things first, I wanna show you guys the beautiful deck that we've put on this build. So let's get in there and take a look. Well, hey there, cheekies. So we brought our little mascot along with us today. She wanted to hang out at work and come and check out some screened-in porch and some Trex decking. Say, what are we standing on, cheekies? What are we standing on? We have a 2x8 pressure-treated subfloor, which is just basically joists and bands that you typically would see on any of your natural wood decks. So the subframe of this deck is just typical pressure-treated joists with a band out in front and a band at the house. Now from that point is where things get really nice. So after we built the subframe and we picked out our nice composite materials, there's one very important step that you cannot miss if you're building a screened-in porch. After the subfloor joists and bands are installed, we layered the top of the joist with a screen similar to this nylon screen. Actually, exactly what this nylon screen you see here on the outside goes over top of the joist before you install the decking boards. If you do not do this, your entire screen porch is for nothing because they will find their way up through the spacing in the deck boards. We went with a picture frame install with hidden fasteners, which is a really cool aspect I wanted you guys to check out. If you look down here, there are no screw heads anywhere because these decking boards were not screwed through. There is a fastener over top of each joist that slides into a groove. And that fastener has a hole for the screw to go directly in the joist while having a lip to go inside of the groove that's made into the decking board. To go along with the hidden fasteners we have on the inside of the deck, there's certain areas where you're going to get to where hidden fasteners just do not work. Now we've picture framed these steps as well, and to screw them down properly, we've had to screw directly through the decking board. Now they make these little handy dandy plugs here that have the same exact design as the decking boards themselves. Heck, they're actually made from the same material. So you can just screw these Cortex screws, or the brand we're using today is Cortex. So we screw the Cortex screw right through the decking board, and where the hole is, you set the screw at the depth of the drill bit, and then you're able to apply this plug over top of the screw head and almost not even being able to tell that the decking board was screwed at all. So you can see here that the plugs come with different designs for different spaces on the decking board. So if you really take your time and choose the location of the plugs carefully, you can actually get the exact design for no matter which location you decide to put the screw. One thing I really love about working with this Trex and other composite decking is there's easy to maintain and the durability. They really are nice to use, cool to the feet, and just, like I said, they only require washing maybe once or twice a year. You could literally just do it with your spring cleaning, power washing as we have now here. You can see pollen has covered the porch. This is a simple wash. It's back to brand new, something that just working with wood does not offer. Next up, we're gonna take a look at the posts and rails, showing you guys all the building materials we used to tie it all together. Now here's a solid looking option for your 6x6 and rails that really helps finish the job off right. We have some 6x6 treated posts that you can't see now because they're covered up with these plastic sleeves that we purchased from our local building supplier. But they're just regular pressure treated 6x6 posts installed directly to the foundation, or in this case, the brick piers. Now we've used those as multi-purpose items. One reason, they're supporting the main load from our porch beam, which is obviously quite necessary. The second thing that the 6x6 post is doing is giving us a place to attach the screen. So these 6x6 covers are actually only covering 3 sides of the post. Now we did that so we had a nice clean finish on the inside and a great place to attach our vinyl rails to, so that it would be the same consistent material on the inside of the deck. Now, as we rolled the screen across these open areas, we were able to slab tacker or staple the screen directly to the wood post on the outside before covering it up with a 1x6 PVC trim board. So we have a nice vinyl rail here with a black round baluster. Now these balusters are actually made out of metal. They are aluminum. They will not crack, chip, fade, or rust. Now our drink rail is serving a dual purpose. Not only does it hold planters and drinks and any other thing you want to hang on the inside of your deck, but it's helping that we don't have an overspan of our screen. Now if this screen was going from the bottom of the deck all the way to the top of my beam, we'd be traveling over 10 feet, which would create a lot of elasticity in the screen. So what we did was we attached this decking to the top of the rails, giving us a place to tack the screen directly to the outside of this decking board, giving us a place to take a break. So instead of the screen going all the way from the bottom on the front of the band, all the way to the beam, it now attaches at the front of the band, here at the decking board, right on the outside of our picture frame that we've built above. You can see an example of it right here, as well as the top of the beam itself, giving us 4 points of contact and keeping that elasticity down to about 1/2 inch. So the length of span that I try to generally use is I never really want to go over about 4 to maybe 5 feet. If you can keep your screen from spanning over 5 feet, you'll get a really nice finished product after you're done installing the screen. Now this porch turned out real nice. So let's head around back and take a look at the rear deck. Well, the front porch turned out so nice, we built it twice. Not only do we have a 70-foot screen foot porch on the front of the house, we have a 48-foot screen porch on the rear of the home as well. Now, the screen doors are an area of concern for me always. It seems like anything that you get that's pre-built nowadays just doesn't seem to last as long, and that still holds true for your pre-built screen doors. Now, on our screen door here, you'll notice that it's kind of really low to the ground on this side, but literally if I just pick up or push down with my hand, I can adjust this screen door up and down 1/2 inch with very little effort. So one thing that we're going to be doing here that's not quite done yet is we're going to install a 45-degree tension tie, which is made specifically for screen doors, and that's going to allow us to screw to this upper point to this lower point, and when we get the door in the exact position that we'd like it to stay, you literally just tighten down the screws and tighten up the bolt. It really helps the door maintain its shape and last for a long time. Now, as you finish the exterior portion of your screen door, you'll notice that there's nothing here as kind of a door stop for this door. Now you have to apply some type of trim or something for this door to close against. Now we've started this process, but we ran out of PVC for the moment, and the boys will be wrapping that up hopefully at some point today. But we have attached this piece of PVC directly to the 6x6, and as you can see here, it gives it a place for the door to stop. Now, one thing we want to make sure that all the light above and to the other side of the door is completely covered. So we will be installing one of these trim pieces up here to the upper portion as well as this side. A must do whether you're working with wood or composite materials. The screen doors need to have a door stop. It's just an easy access point for the mosquitoes. You will, however, always have a small issue down here at the bottom. They do sell exterior door sweeps that you can literally put to where they touch on a little rubber grommet down to the decking, but I find that that's not always really necessary. If you cover up the two sides and the top, you'll keep out about 99.5% of the bugs. So we were able to take a look at one design and some solid material options to help keep the bugs out so we can actually enjoy the space while the weather's still nice. So let us know what you think about our style and how we chose to build, and let us know if you would like to see something that can help you with you in your own place. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and until next time, you have a great day.